What do you remember about Hull? Which sort of places did you go to?
The place I remember most is Hessle Foreshore, but I just remember being back of cars, just being raped and sold.
Was it always indoors, or were there places they'd take you?
Once I was raped outdoors.
And where was that?
That was Hessle Foreshore.
That's the beauty spot by the bridge?
Yeah.
He was saying how he could kill me here and bury me and no one would realise. And then he strangled me and everything just went black. And I remember I could see the trees and they just all went black.
Beauty spot, ugly secret. Hessle Foreshore on the banks of the Humber is one location where it's alleged a gang of men frequently raped children. We've compiled testimony from young women whose story raises questions about the evidence threshold, police resources in these cases, and perhaps explains why fewer than 2% of rape cases result in charges. Sarah says she was raped from the age of 13 over the course of 3 years up to 2019 by around 150 men. Once here by the river and often in a block of flats in the city where she says there were other young girls.
I'll never forget that girl I saw sat there in a primary school uniform.
How old?
Probably 8, 9. She was there with a sister who was a little bit older. And I remember her screaming in that bedroom.
The young women in this case provided Sky News with evidence, including diaries with accounts of grooming, photos of the bruising and strangulation marks that it's claimed were caused by the men, and school welfare reports which flag numerous warnings of child exploitation, including threats from alleged abusers, one here seen by a teacher. But a 2-year investigation ended without charges. Humberside police say 34 arrests and 150 devices seized didn't provide evidence of organised child sexual exploitation, known as CSE.
We've seen social services file that says that a girl was found in locations well known for CSE in Hull. So are there locations that are well known for CSE in Hull?
We will have, as part of our policing delivery, hotspots where we get reports in and then we put the patrols in those areas and do those investigations to confirm whether or not we have got wide-scale CSE. In relation to this investigation, we can say we have got no organised criminality within Humberside Police, Hull area, for CSE.
There is plenty of reported child abuse. In the 2 years to March 2020, Humberside Police recorded 458 rapes of a female aged 15 or under. A fraction resulted in charges.
Drug, given alcohol, sexually assaulted, physically assaulted.
The UK's most senior retired police officer in the field of child exploitation has examined over 1,000 documents in this case for us and concludes the evidence is strong.
There's significant corroboration from a number of victims about individual predators. So it's not just he said, she said. We've got a number of victims saying, here's the pattern of behaviour, it's identical, and this is the person that does it.
Is your gut feeling that this case should be tested in court?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if they need additional evidence, then go out and get it. We're almost at the point where we need to declare war on this type of behaviour. We need to say it is a priority.
In a series of reports this week, we will examine the evidence and testimony of these alleged victims. For the people of Hull, the biggest question is whether this gang was doing this, and are they still? Jason Farrell, Sky News.
Well, you can see more of Jason's special reports from 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon and throughout the rest of the day here on Sky News.